Good morning, everybody. Little change of plans today. So as I said last night, I forgot to fill the diesel tank up before going to the parking lot. And by the time I realized it, I was already all set up, and I'm like, no big deal. It's not going to be that cold. Well, last night, I was cold. No, I wasn't cold. It was getting chilly. So I turned the diesel heater on. Of course, I had the curtains closed and the window exhaust fan closed. So it burned me out of there pretty quick. But then I looked at the temperature outside, and it was like 32 degrees or something like that. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to open the curtains and turn the exhaust fan on. In my sleeping state I was in, I forgot that I was low on diesel. Shortly after that, I fell back asleep. Sometime after that, I ran out of diesel with the cab open and the exhaust fan on. It was pretty chilly in here, let me tell you. I was down to 50. Which, I mean, that's not that cold, but it's chilly. So, the plan originally was to get out of bed earlier, like 6:30 this morning, cook something, and get the day started early. But when I woke up and it was 50 degrees in the bean pad, I shut up the cab, turned off the exhaust fan, put my little cover back over it, and snuggled back into bed. And then it's because it's so dark in here and I was so cozy cuddly, I fell back asleep till 10 o'clock. Which is fine. I needed a day like this. Kind of planned it to be tomorrow, but that's all right. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow as well. Tomorrow we may not get out of bed all day. I mean, literally. We may cook something and lay in bed and just have one of those days. You know what I mean? But I ordered a Native American style blanket. It has been delivered, so we're going to pick that up this morning. My gloves are out for delivery. The new merino wool liners in extra large are out for delivery. Hopefully they'll come while I'm still in town, so I don't have to come to the mailbox tomorrow. But I think we're going to stop and get something to eat today. It's day off. And I haven't eaten out in a week, since I didn't do breakfast on Sunday. So I think we'll find, I almost feel like a burger today. There's a burger place near my mailbox. It's kind of expensive though. Not going to Five Guys. That just made me, I almost want to try that $15 quarter-pound burger just because. But I don't want to drive all the way out there. It's kind of ways away. Maybe we'll try the burger place near my mailbox. I don't know, it's 10:30. They're probably not open. I don't know. I would like to get up and do those cables today. Not really motivated. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'll put a picture in here after this of what I got with the phone with the Comet. I tried to steady myself on the hood as good as I could. That's the best ones I got. Trying to the mount, the magnetic mount that John gave me it's when you zoom in 100 times with this phone. I mean, it's very, very, minute adjustment, barely. And I just couldn't get it with the mount. I mean, I tried for a long time, and I was like, I'm done. With the binoculars, the Comet was pretty darn cool. You could see like the head of the Comet, the ice ball or whatever. It's reflecting funky colors, and then you can see the what's it called? The tail, the ice coming off it. You know what I mean? The evaporating. It would look pretty cool with probably just a pretty cheap telescope. I bet you it would have looked super cool. But I'm not going to buy a toast. I mean, I thought about it. I might look in to see how much one is real quick today. But I don't want to. It's not something I would use very often. And it would just take up more space. A couple other things we got coming. I've got air fryer liners coming, supposedly. See when they're coming. And I have two terminal blocks, I guess they're called. Because I have too many things on the battery, too many wires. Now with the 1-aught cables. So I got 2 4-post terminals, a positive and a negative. I'll have to also order another set of 1-aught cables. No, I won't. No. Because batteries go there, and then the inverter will go to I won't have to order another. So that's good. Those are coming Thursday, I think. Oh, come on, dude. I was just getting ready to go over in that lane. There we go. All right, we're at the mailbox. We're going to go get our package. And then I think we're going to go get a burger if they're open or not open. I'll have to see what time they open. Probably 11. But we'll do the unboxing of the blanket here as soon as I get back. So, see you guys in a minute. Okay, here we go. This is it. It's not going to be as heavy as I thought it was. I was hoping it would be one of the really nice heavy ones. I didn't really think it was going to be because of the price. But I think the texture's pretty good. And it is nowhere near the size they said it is. Oh my gosh. This thing is it's the same size as the one John gave me. This thing was supposed to be like 6 foot wide. I have to look it up. That is really... The whole idea was to get one that went over the entire bed, not a little throw. I just threw the box in the garbage. I'd go get the box out. Man, I like the blanket though. I mean, actually I do. I'm going to look it back up and see what the dimensions said. But it's like you got 2 people standing next to it, holding it. It's like, they're holding it above their heads. Oh, man. I mean, I know the measurements were bigger than this. So I'm going to take a look at if it's small. If I am right, which I'm pretty sure I am, that thing's going back. I kind of like it, though. I don't know. We'll see what I paid for. It wasn't very much. I think it was like $50 actually. So maybe we are sending it back. I don't know. I'll let you know. All right, I've decided to keep it. It was 60 bucks. But it's the fringe on the end, or the sides, they counted that in the width. And I still say it's like an inch or so short, width-wise. But it's basically exactly the width of the bed. But it's longer than the bed is, from head to toe. So I can tuck it around that way, and it should be fine. I like the feel of it. Most of the other ones were like fleece blankets, and I didn't want a fleece. I wanted that, regular Native American type blanket that you see, but I was really wanting the really thick one. But oh well, it'll be nice to sleep on. Right now I do have like a fleece style blanket that I sleep on top of, and we'll switch it out later on, get a picture of it on the bed for y'all. But we are going to go and I'm going to go ahead and buy the extension cord. I was going to go to 10 gauge wire for the plug in the van, but I didn't see at Lowe's. I didn't see a plug end that would go up to 10 gauge, only up to 12. To make my own 12 gauge cord I may look at that at Ace, because they have 12 gauge 3-stand at Ace for like $1.27 a foot. I only need 10 foot. I don't even need 10 foot, but that would be plenty. The extension cord was like 30 bucks. So if I can find a plug cheap enough, I'll just make my own custom wire and whatnot. And we're going to stop and get diesel, and might as well fuel up the van. Then we're going to go get a burger. So that's our morning. My wool gloves weren't in yet. They said the post office normally had delivered by now, which is what I thought. But I don't know. We'll see. On to Ace we go. Tally ho. All right, we got our new liner gloves. They're a little thinner than I thought they'd be. But they're not for, they're just for like if my hands get cold in bed. If it's chilly and I want to make sure my hands are warm, I put some gloves on. I don't care. I wear a beanie at night. It's another thing I did start when I was hiking, because I stick my arms out all night. So sometimes I get chilly. Or if I'm outside and it's just a little chilly. And I don't want heavy gloves. That's what those are for. All right. That burger, man, it could have been this close. It could have been a really good burger. The patty was good. I ended up taking the patty off the bun and everything and eating it. Had a good, meat flavor, seasoned well. But the bun was so thick and overpowering. And the fries were like 3/4 inch square. They were like eating mashed. It was like eating mashed potatoes. I didn't like the fries at all. But man, I'm disappointed. That burger could have been really good. But at least I got a decent sized burger, fries, and a drink for what it cost me at the other joint. What they wanted. And all right, I got 12 gauge, 3-strand, and a plug end. This cost me 16 bucks. This can handle 1,875 watts. So if I wouldn't run 2 air fryers, but I can run like an air fryer and something small. And if I decide I'm going to get something up bigger, I'll run a second plug somewhere. But yeah, 16 bucks rather than 40. How about video? So the big tanker copters. Yeah, I keep seeing that thing fly over, and I'm like, I'm driving or something. I never get to take a picture of it, and I meant to take a picture, but I still had it on video. But it's cool. You get to see it flying. But yeah, I only needed like 8 foot, so I got 10 foot of, or no, I only need 6 foot, so I got 8 foot of wire, and a really good head plug. So I'm just gonna make my own plug and or extension cord basically. Then we'll wire this into the socket. I don't think we're gonna do that today, but then maybe somewhere down the road. I don't know. I'll put another one in. We can do whatever we want. It's our van, right? So I think what we're going to do is head back to the parking lot. I have to stop at the grocery store and get some stuff for... No, I don't... I need a bottle of soda. There's a grocery store right there I can go to. So I'm going to do that, but yeah. Then this is some good wire. You know, I mean, extension cords are the outer's crud. You know, the plug isn't as good. You know, but still they charge you quite a bit of money for it. But this is solid 12 gauge. Most of and I think the one I got the other day was 14 gauge even. So, you know, it's still an upgrade. Again, I'm not going to be throwing an entire 2,000 watts through this cable. It can go 1875. It never will go 1875, guaranteed. So, okay, I'm going to run into the store real quick, grab a soda, and I think we're going to head back. I don't have any, do I? No, I don't have any. I thought I may have had one in there. Then we're going to head back. We're going to maybe do the solar cables. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, go get some stuff done. Okay, so I was at the stoplight, and the building had a tree with its Latin name underneath of it. And it got me back thinking, from years and years ago, I think it was maybe 5th grade, we had to do a project, and I can't remember how many, maybe 15 or 20 trees. You had to get the leaves and, put them in wax paper, and you know what I mean. And you had to get the name and then the Latin name and, write a little thing about it, blah, blah, blah. Well, I made up my own Latin names. I made up all the names. I think I even made up the tree names. I just called it, whatever. This is a, Western elm or so. You know what I mean? But it was completely BS. The project. Complete. And I got an A on it. And it's so not only did I basically cheat on the project, the teacher didn't even check the projects either, so basically she was half-assing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's we both did the same thing, you know what I mean? It just got me thinking it was funny. What do you do? All right, we are heading back to the parking camp lot. And then we're going to get up on the roof and do those solar cables. Get all that tidied up. Okay. Head to camp. Yeah, I like the way the blanket looks on here. And it even looks better with the pillows. The colors look good together to me. Okay, I think I got all the tools and equipment I need up here to do what we're going to do today. So first thing, we're just going to open this little kit I bought. We're going to go ahead and take one of those handy dandy little tools. take these apart. The heck? That one actually had little things to take it apart. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and trim off all these little wire ties I put up here. I think I'm just going to leave the thing stuck here. You know, I mean, you never know if I'll run something else or whatever. Why remove them? And they're stuck on there like no tomorrow. So, okay, that's everything undone from the roof. Let's undo all these. Oh, this one has its own things. Now I don't need that tool. Figure it out. But it doesn't have them for the on the negatives. There goes one tool. Kind of hard to hold the darn thing and try to undo it. This thing could be just a little tighter. The other one seemed to work a little better. Okay, so then what we're going to do is this through here. We're going to tie this down good, and then all the cables will come and tie into back here. That way, I mean, we'll have a big fan out there, but we won't have. Let's see if this is going to work before I say that. Yeah, I'm starting to think now that actually the way I have it is better. If I took this off, well, I don't want to spin it. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Well, what I could do, actually, hook the cables up. Put them all under there. But then that's a lot of bouncing around up here. Those things would be just like that. You know what? I think it looks neater, tidier the way I had it. That's going to put more stress on this. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to wire it back up. I think I like it better the way it is. I think I'm going to still cut the cables down so that there's not so much cable underneath. But yeah, I'm going to redo it to this side like it was. Excuse me. But like I said, we'll cut the cables down so that they're not all Yankee underneath. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get to it. All right, well, I got the tools out. I think I am going to just go ahead and put the end on this. So that's what I did. I bought 8 foot of 12 gauge 3-strand wire. Um, like I said, it was $16 instead of 40 couple dollars or whatever it was. And actually, like I said, I had gotten for a 14 gauge cable. So this is this is thicker, a little bit beefier. How much am I going to need? I should probably take this apart and see what I need in there. But yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. Wire it. Okay. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I know you guys don't want to... Ooh, that was what I wanted to see. Ooh. I guess that could be outside. I don't... Oh, no. It'll go up. Lose my... It'll go through there. It's okay. I'm going to get wiring this up. And we'll talk to you guys when it's finished. Well, I think that's all I got for you today. Um, solar panels are all done. Um, yeah, I don't, looking at the way that four-way would have been behind the panels, it would have been a bigger mess. Been big fanned out cables in there. And the way it's sitting, it was easy to get everything tied down and tightened up real well. Um,
I put a couple extra wire ties in there. Everything's real tight. Nothing's going to shake and waggle wiggle. I mean, it will a little bit. Can't stop that. Um, Re-siliconed the pass through. That way, because when I was moving it, I kind of cracked the silicone. That way, they can't get leaks in there. And other than that, hey, I got that wire flies. I got the wire hooked up to the plug. Make sure you put the right wires to the right terminals when you do that. You don't want to go backwards. Um, got it running around down. I think the bed looks really nice with that on there. I mean, definitely the colors go together. I'm no interior designer, you know what I mean? But I like the colors in my van. I like that blue that pops a little more. That blanket has some blue in it. I think it looks good. And with the cedar red roof, I like the colors in my van. But tomorrow it's supposed to be cold. I think it's going to get down to, one day in the next few days, it's going to get down to 23 in town. So it's going to be like teens out here. Low teens, probably. Don't make sure I don't run out of diesel that night. Man, I can't believe I can't believe I forgot. Um, I think I was just excited that I got out of work early and I was going to have some daylight left. But we topped that off today, 1.2 gallons, right to the tippy top. Um, I don't think it's going to get that cold tonight. I don't know. I'll have to check, but we'll see. But I got to get that inverter thrown up on the internet for sale. I don't want it anymore. I want it, not the inverter, I'm sorry, the inverter generator, 2400 watts. I don't want it in here anymore. Uh, and I got thinking as well, I don't have a full size propane tank for that anymore. I'm not buying one because I've already bought multiple. Every time I buy one, I end up throwing it away and they're $80. I mean, you can do the returnable one, but it's the same deal. You buy the thing, and when you give it back, they don't give your money back. I've tried, so I'm not doing that. I got nowhere to put a tank of propane in here, anyways. Um, Worst comes to worst, I'll find somewhere to plug in. But like I said, I have 400 watts on the roof. Even if I go down to say 130 watts in the wintertime, you know, basically a third of what I've got. That's still almost 11 amps. Um, so a couple hours of that, and I'm still topped off. Again and again, DC to DC charger. I drive half an hour each way to work. That's an hour. I think it goes 400 watts. So that's 1630. That's 32 amps a day if I need that. You know. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. But I am worried about space in that garage, the weight in there. I want to be able to. I want to buy things that I want to use, not just in case of an emergency. That's. I don't need all those ways to power this van. I just don't. So I'm gonna get that listed. I'm gonna edit this video, and then we're just gonna relax and have a good evening. It's not gonna be a good Comet day. It's cloudy. It's been cloudy all day, basically. Um, and I was topped off before noon. So again, I'm not worried about that. But I started at a grocery store so I get a soda, and I saw these maple biscuit sausage roll-up things. Um, I thought, you know what, that would be a good little thing to throw in the air fryer in the morning. So I think that's what we're gonna have for breakfast in the morning tomorrow. But I couldn't believe they 8 of them in a single plastic pouch. You think they would like be at least only 2, maybe. I mean, I would still only eat one, but um, I don't have any gallon Ziploc bags, so I guess I got to just put them in a bunch of pint or quart. That's what I have, quart. That's all right though. But yeah, I think the solar looks fine. I'm happy with it. Um, Unfortunately, the one end I put on, the little finger is kind of broken. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. I wasn't gonna toss the entire thing to because I don't have as many a lot of those ends, the metal ends. So we'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't break. But it's all tied down together. I don't think it's going to, and they're pretty snug. So okay, guys, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It helps. Welcome to all you new subscribers. Like to see you here. And hey, you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.